For some Western expats, a dream retirement can quickly turn into a nightmare. Too many people arrive here unprepared and make the same costly mistakes and end up losing everything, their money, their property, even their future. In this video, I'm going to share 6 deadly mistakes that causes expats and retirees to lose it all in Thailand. If you're thinking about retiring or starting a new life over in Thailand, this info you can't afford to ignore. The first mistake is a financial mistake. A lot of retirees and expats, they come over to Thailand and they meet a lady over here and they decide to buy a house pretty quick. So they get involved with, let's say, a bar girl or any girl in Thailand, but just get involved too quickly. And then they end up buying a house together. Now remember, in Thailand, if you're buying with a Thai partner straight away, the chances are she's just going to say, oh, put it all in my name, it's just easier to do it this way. And obviously foreigners can't own land in Thailand. So suddenly, you know, something goes wrong 6, 12 months down the line, and the guy who's come over here rushed into this relationship, and maybe the girl's had a second ulterior motive right from the start, to think, oh, maybe I can get a house out of this guy. So you do have to be very careful of this. And that's why I really advise anybody coming to Thailand, when you first come here, really take your time when you're looking for a girlfriend in Thailand. Don't rush in to any relationship anywhere in the world, but especially in Thailand. It's a different culture, it's a different environment. The rules and everything is different out here, guys. Another thing people do when they come over to Thailand, they rush in and they buy a dodgy, risky business. Now, please, anybody coming to Thailand for the first time, even if you've been here a few times, starting a business in Thailand is really hard. It's not easy at all. For the 1% that make it, 99% fail. Businesses anywhere in the world are rock hard, and especially hard when as a foreigner, you come into Thailand to start a business where you don't speak the language, you don't know how the culture works, you don't know how business over in Thailand works. It's a recipe for disaster. Guys come over here and think, oh, I'll open a bar. It's not a good idea, guys, unless you've got masses of experience, you've got a massive social media following, you've got a Thai wife who's very experienced in business. I wouldn't dream of it with even my wife, and I'm very trusting of my Thai wife, but she doesn't know that much about business, as in running a bar. So I wouldn't dream of it, trying to open any kind of business with my missus. And she has a very good job in Thailand and is quite successful here, but it's a very special set of skills you need to run a business. It's very, very hard. Yeah, there are some guys in Pattaya, in Bangkok, in Phuket, running bars very successfully. But these are the minority. I've seen many, many, many open, and then a year later they're closed. They've gone bankrupt, or no one's gone to the bar. They normally last a year or two, because they've got a bit of finance behind them or got a bit of backing. But then it's like, oh, okay, now it can't. We'll have to shut. It's only the guys that are successful are the ones that have got really big social media following and, are really liked kind of managers and spend a lot of time in the bar as well, like kind of manage it as well, and they're really likable kind of people. And then sometimes it works. And, places like the Sportsman in Bangkok, very successful. I'm not sure who owns this, but, it's really famous for sports. And the one in Pattaya too is really good. Even I know about it, and I don't even go to bars much, but the reputation of that bar is good. It's good food, and, you go there if you want to watch sport. It's got a good reputation, and there's one or two others around. I don't want to say too many different names, but yeah, that's kind of one that comes to mind straight away. It's been in Bangkok a long, long time. I think it's been in Bangkok a long time. I think it seems to have been in, come on, put it in the comments how long it's been in Bangkok. I can't remember. And in Pattaya, they must maybe they've got 2 or 3 now in Bangkok, I don't know. Number 2 would be relationship issues. Like I said before, rushing into a marriage or a partnership. This is really unadvisable, and trusting the wrong people out here. Just because, I meet Fred from down the bog, and he's from down the bog. Just because I meet Fred, I won't cut that out. Just because I meet Fred from down the pub in Pattaya, and he's from Stoke like me, am I going to trust him? I don't know him. I've only just met the guy, you know. I'm not going to trust the guy. I don't know him. Just because he's from Stoke, it doesn't mean I'm going to trust him. You know? So just be careful who you trust when you come to Thailand. Just because it's another foreigner, you think they're sound? No, they're not always. There's dodgy people around the world everywhere. And some people make this mistake of trusting foreigners, trusting Thai people, trusting anybody in Thailand that they don't know very well. I don't trust anybody until I've known them a few years and, you know, I get a good vibe about them. You can normally get that sixth sense off someone within a few minutes of meeting them, to be honest with you, but I don't trust them with, you know, important things unless I've known them a long time. Number 3 would be legal issues. So, you know, people overstaying their visa. This can be a big issue. Coming to Thailand and getting a visa can be a problem for some people. And staying here long term, it is a problem. Some people have to leave for a bit and then come back because it is difficult sometimes to live here unless you're married to a Thai lady. There are lots of different visas you can get over here, and a lot of people go on the retirement visa, but not everyone can get a retirement visa. So some people end up having to leave, and they end up getting in problems with the visa thing because they overstay the visa and then they get fined and all kinds of problems. You know, don't ever overstay your visa in Thailand. You know, if you can't get a visa, you have to leave. Do something else for a bit and think about how you can come back to Thailand to live permanently, but don't just stay in the country illegally. You'll end up getting blacklisted and banned from the country for a long time. Number 4 would be lifestyle choices. People come to Thailand and they just overspend. You know, Thailand's notorious for being, oh, Thailand's so cheap to live in Thailand, but it really isn't when you live here full time. You know, it's so easy to underspend, especially if you're in a relatively tourist area with a lot of other expats, retirees. Everyone's on a different budget. Some people are just here for 6 months for a crack and they'll be going home then. You know, other people are here for 2 weeks. Other people are here for the rest of their life. You know, if you're hanging around with someone who's just here for a month and then they're going traveling somewhere else, you know, their budget's going to be completely different. So you got to weigh up how much you can spend in Thailand and then stick to it. Don't go overspending. And this is like going on holiday mode. This is what everyone calls it. You know, when you first come to Thailand, you go on holiday mode. And this is quite common. Even I did it when you first, I think everyone does it when you first come to Thailand. You go on holiday mode, 2 or 3 weeks, and then, oh, I've suddenly got to switch to living here full time. And that's tricky. It's tricky to do that switch because I struggled. When I first came here, I was like 3-4 weeks. I was like, and you get a job soon. And you get a job soon. And 6-7 weeks, I was like, I haven't got a job yet. Okay. And after 2 months, I got a job. But, you know, it did take a bit of time because I was like putting it off, and then overspending. And yeah, luckily it all worked out for me personally. But I could see how it could have gone the other way for me if I wasn't careful with the spending. And leading on for that, you know, alcohol in Thailand. Now, alcohol is a big problem in Thailand. You know, a lot of people drink in Thailand. And then you've got the tourist scene where, you know, everyone's getting leathered. Everyone's drinking all the time when they're coming here for a holiday. Even me, when I come here for a holiday, and I don't really drink, but even I have a few beers when I come here on holiday. It's completely different. So it's easy to get sucked into that kind of party lifestyle. But when you're living here permanently, you can't do that. You can't drink every night. That's crazy. Oh, guys, just do us a favour. Just subscribe to the channel. Help us out. Press the red button. Thanks. And back to the video. You've only got to walk around the bars on a, you know, Monday morning or something and look at the guys in the bars at 10-11 o'clock in the morning and look at the sorry faces and then think, okay, bad lifestyle choice that wasn't it, mate? So yeah, this is something to really avoid, you know, and can send you down a path of nightmare if you start, you know, get into this. I mean, some people really do have a problem with alcoholism and they need to go get professional help. And I think a lot of guys are like this in Thailand, unfortunately. Another important thing is ignoring health insurance, because a lot of people come here and they're just like, oh, wing it, I'll just pay as I go. And this is okay. 80, 90, 95% of the time, this is okay. It works, trust me. But then there's that one time in the 5 years you've been here where something bad happens and you really need medical care and it costs a lot of money. And it happened to one of my friends, and he ended up getting a business class back to England to get treatment. and he still got quite a big bill he had to pay in Thailand, and obviously he was going back for the NHS, the free NHS in England, you know, so because he was from the UK. So yeah, let that be a lesson to you, you know, be careful with your health insurance. Make sure you get health insurance when you come to Thailand, else it can be a nightmare for you. Number 5 would be lack of planning. You know, coming to Thailand, what are you going to do? Are you going to work? Are you retiring over here? Have you got a pension coming in every month? Are you working online? You know, where's your money actually coming from? You know, lack of planning. They've not got a backup fund in the UK or in America or Australia where you're from. You know, always have kind of a backup fund, and make sure you got some kind of funds coming in when you're living in Thailand permanently. Don't just wing it. You know, you can't really wing it. Well, you can for a little bit. You might get away with it for a bit, but then it'll probably catch up with you if you've not got some kind of plan in place. A lot of people work online when they come over to Thailand. I mean, this is probably a good thing to do. A lot of people, you know, get your money sorted before when you're in England. You know, get some kind of online business going to get some money coming in every month. You know, build it up 6, 12 months, 2 years before you come out here. So you're working a lot, but you're building up ready for when you give up your job or you retire, and you've got some kind of passive income coming in, or some online work you can do in Thailand when you come over to Thailand. And even if it's only a little bit, it's a start, and then you can build it up. But if you've got absolutely nothing, then maybe it's impossible to earn any money. But if you see there's like some money coming in every month, you can go, okay, this is reality. Okay, I'm getting, I don't know, £300-400 a month or something. It's not fantastic, but if it's going to, it can grow from there. And then, you know, make sure you're earning that for a few months before you come out to Thailand. And then, you know, I think it opens up more doors for you as well. And you can do other things online as well. You can learn more when you come over here. And believe in all the myths of, you know, expats in Thailand. There's some rubbish spoken by some expats in Thailand. I try and speak 98% the truth, you know. Maybe there's a bit of BS in there sometimes just to wind you guys up, to get your comment, to make your comment in the comments, because I need that to push the algorithm to give me some views. Okay, I hope that helps you out if you're thinking about coming out to Thailand. Okay guys, make sure you don't fall for these mistakes when you come to Thailand, and make sure you prepare accordingly. Take it easy. We'll see you on the next video.